Hello and welcome to TOS TV, your digital first Pan-African network. I am Adesuwa Osui and you're watching the National News Update. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, gave reason for its refusal to support Nigerian president of Igbo extraction, saying that all the people being prepared for the position are stooges that will be used against the interest of Indigbo, Biafrans and the Biafra agitating groups. IPOB also alleged that the people at the forefront of the agitation were people who openly worked against late Dr. Alex Ekweme at Jos PDP convention for the candidature of the president of Nigeria under PDP in 1999, the brightest chance Indigbo had for the position. IPOB, in a statement by its media and publicity secretary, Ima Powerful, alleged that what such people did to late Dr. Ekweme was similarly done by their likes to Peter Obi in 2019 when he contested with Alhaji Abubakar Atiku as his running mate, alleging that they conspired and did not support a campaign for Mr. Obi despite being in the same political party, PDP, with him. IPOB therefore said that the same people shouting president of Igbo extraction today will turn round to sabotage their own people tomorrow in favor of a non-Igbo because of selfish interest. Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SIRAP, had urged the Senate President, Dr. Ahmed Lawan, and Speaker of House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, to urgently review the 2021 appropriation legislation to stop the government of President Muhammadu Buhari from selling public properties to fund the 2021 budget, and to identify areas in the budget to cut, such as salaries and allowances for members and the presidency, to make savings to address the growing level of deficit and borrowing, In a letter dated 16th January 2021 and signed by SERAP Deputy Director Kolawole Oluwadari, said selling valuable public properties to fund the 2021 budget will be counterproductive, as this will be vulnerable to corruption and mismanagement. It would undermine the social contract with Nigerians, leave the government worse off, and hurt the country in the long run. It is neither necessary nor in the public interest. According to the organization, the country's fiscal situation must be changed, and changed quickly, through some combination of cuts in spending on salaries and allowances, and a freeze on spending in certain areas of the budget. SERAP also urges the National Assembly to stop approving loans requests by the federal government if it continues to fail to demonstrate transparency and accountability in the spending of the loans so far obtained. We would consider the option of pursuing legal action to stop the federal government from selling public properties, and we may join the National Assembly in any such suit. In furtherance of its efforts to creating an enabling environment for all Nigerians and legal residents to obtain their digital identity number, the federal government has approved the setting up of a National Identity Number (NIN) Enrollment Center at the Federal Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The approval was contained in a statement signed by the Technical Assistant, Information Technology, to the Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Dr. Isa Ali Ibrahim, Dr. Femi Adeluyi on Sunday. According to Adeluyi, the desk will be set up on Tuesday, 19th of January 2021. He said the center will provide support for members of the diplomatic corps and will be managed by the Federal Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy through the National Identity Management Commission. He explained that the center is being set up based on the request of the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Geoffrey Onyema, in order to simplify the process for diplomats. The law has made it mandatory for Nigerians and legal residents to obtain a NIN since 2007, but compliance has been low until recently. The minister, however, reiterated the commitment of the Federal Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy to creating an enabling environment for all Nigerians and legal residents to obtain their digital identity number. The federal government has announced plans to organize another tripartite stakeholders meeting, as they have reiterated their commitment towards resolving the incessant gridlock and truck menace on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. This disclosure was made by the Coordinating Director, Highway Construction and Rehabilitation in Nigeria, Mr. Funsho Adebiyi on Saturday during an inspection tour of the ongoing Lagos-Ibadan Expressway rehabilitation and construction project. While expressing regret that the constant presence of articulated trucks parking indiscriminately on the Ogeri section of the ongoing Lagos-Ibadan Expressway project is damaging new construction work on the highway, he said that drastic steps must be taken to tackle the problems in each of these states in conjunction with their governments. Adebiyi, during an earlier inspection of Section 1 of the highways, which stretches from Ojota in Lagos to Shagamu interchange, said the federal government was constructing 2 major additional interchanges. He also added that 2 flyovers were being constructed on Section 1, in addition to 14 existing ones on other stretches in Ogun and Oyo to curb gridlock and improve the safety of new communities along the axis. Virologists and other medical experts have warned that 100,000 doses of the COVID-19 vaccine the country is expecting may become useless if proper arrangements are not made for their transportation and storage. Professor of Virology at the University of Ibadan, David Olaleye, advised government to ensure proper storage and transportation of the vaccine to achieve its desired result. He also said another major challenge will be how to transport the vaccine at the temperature of -70 degrees centigrade to rural areas. According to him, in future, Nigeria may need to buy other types of vaccines that do not require low temperature as Pfizer. The Chief Executive Officer of the Institute of Human Virology in Nigeria, DACOM, said the shipping and storage condition of Pfizer vaccine needed -70 degrees centigrade. According to him, there must be constant power supply at the storage facilities. He therefore warned that the vaccines will be useless if these conditions were not met. A medical virologist at Adeleke University, Ede, Osun State, Dr. Oladipo Kolawole, also said that the effectiveness of the Pfizer vaccine could not be guaranteed without proper storage. He also stressed the need for the federal and state governments to sensitize Nigerians to the need to take the COVID-19 vaccine. Kolawole added that there was the need for the government to liaise with religious leaders to ensure their members turn up for the vaccines. But the president, Nigeria Academy of Science, Professor Motso Onuoha, advised Nigerians not to worry about the storage of the COVID-19 vaccine. As primary and secondary schools in Lagos State resume for the second term of the 2020-2021 academic year, government-owned schools are to still maintain the shift system introduced last year when they reopened for the first term of the year. It was learned that the shift system is to be continued so as to observe safety protocols introduced to stem the spread of COVID-19. The shift system involves students in SS1 and JS3 classes going to school on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, while those in SSS2 and JSS2 go on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Many people have criticized the shift system, saying the time for contact between students and teachers was too short. They also argued that it places students in private schools at a great disadvantage over their counterparts in public schools. Still on Lagos State, the commercial hub of Nigeria, the Lagos State government has launched PAVIS, a number plate detection platform that captures vehicle offenders when they violate traffic laws and then bills them. In an initiative of the Lagos State Vehicle Inspection Service, according to the information contained in the website of PAVIS, Plate Detect is a traffic analytics and access control application developed for Lagos State Vehicle Inspection Service to track, monitor, and book traffic offenders. It also explains that the Lagos State government's VC's Plate Detect ensures that all vehicle documentation, Lagos State Drivers Institute card for commercial vehicles can be verified and tickets raised for violators. On its Facebook page, the Vehicle Inspection Service said it will be showing an understanding of the current economic situation to exhibit fairness and good faith by offering a 50% rebate on existing unpaid fines in the period of January 1st to 31st January 2021. Offenders are advised to take opportunity of the period to pay up, as 100% penalty will be payable after the deadline. You're watching the National News Update. Still ahead, business and sports. Stay tuned. Welcome back. You're watching the National News Update. In business, there are fears that the exchange rate of the Naira at the parallel markets will come under pressure in the coming weeks. This is as a result of importers' scramble for scarce dollar to meet business demand. The rising dollar demand and a shortfall in forex supply have been putting pressure on Naira. At the weekend, the Naira dipped against the dollar to 475 Naira, and the second slide since the start of the year in the unofficial market. However, the gaps between official and parallel market rates have been narrowing in recent weeks as the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, sustains its weekly dollar interventions across market segments. The exchange rate at the investors and exporters window was recently adjusted from 394 Naira to 410 Naira per dollar. This has narrowed the gap between the official and the parallel markets to less than 15% from around 30%. The CBN has also resumed forex cash sales to bureau de change operators to boost liquidity and ease demand pressure over the holidays. In sports, the Nigeria Women Football League, NWFL, has suffered another postponement within a week. The NWFL, which was at week 4, it could be recalled, was halted for a week to enable clubs comply with COVID-19 protocols. However, the resumption of the league slated for Wednesday, January 20, 2021, has been postponed for 1 month. Announcing the 1-month postponement on Sunday, the NWFL management said the additional week was due to irregular COVID-19 results submitted by clubs. The chairperson of the Nigeria Women Football Club, Aisha Falode, at the weekend announced an additional 1-month postponement of the league season in a frantic bid to ensure strict compliance with COVID-19 preventive protocols that were established before the league started on December 9, 2020. The chairperson of the Nigeria Women Football League, Aisha Falode, who is also a board member of the Nigeria Football Federation, declared that clubs and stakeholders should, within the 1-month period, meet the following requirements: mandatory COVID-19 tests to be carried out at government-approved centers and hospitals. These tests must be sustained when the league resumes. The full results of the test indicating where they were conducted should be forwarded to the NWFL Secretariat in Abuja. Results that are not from government-approved centers and hospitals will not be accepted, and the affected clubs risk being suspended from the league. As at when the league was suspended for 1 week, only 2 out of 16 clubs had their COVID-19 tests certified by the league organizers. And that is TOS News 360 on your digital first Pan-African network. For more updates, visit www.tostvnetwork.com. Do follow and like TOS TV Network on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And remember to subscribe on YouTube. TOS TV is also available on TS TV as TOS News on channel 138. Do stay with us and enjoy more programs on TOS TV Network. I am Adesua Osuyi. Bye for now.